All right, guys, Age of Calamity is literally days away at this point. So today, I want to give you guys, if you don't have enough reasons already, 5 more reasons to be pumped about Age of Calamity. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If you are new here, do me a favor, go down there and hit that subscribe button. Also, click the link in the description to our Discord. We are in there every day talking about all kinds of things, including Zelda and Age of Calamity. So as I said, hit the link and I'll see you guys in there after this video. Okay, so the first thing that should get you very excited for Age of Calamity is this is a canon story. And it's gonna be amazing, for me at least, to see how we got to that point in Breath of the Wild. I mean, we should be getting the backstory of all these characters, including all the champions. We're gonna see more of Impa's backstory. We're gonna see more about the king. And I'm also very interested to see the backstory of the Yiga clan and how they really got to where they were and what they were doing. We are also gonna get to see these relationships between Link and Zelda, Link and Mipha. All those things are very interesting to me, and I'm really excited to see them explore these relationships and these storylines deeper. And I really think, honestly, after playing this game and getting that backstory, it's gonna give Breath of the Wild a whole new feel when I go back and probably play it again. So just some other examples of things we're gonna probably be seeing in this game are how Link got the Master Sword. We're gonna be able to see how Link actually became Zelda's appointed knight. And we're gonna be able to see other things that weren't even mentioned in Breath of the Wild story, like this little egg guardian. We know nothing about this thing right now except for it can time travel. And we're also getting a mystery villain, which actually brings me to my next thing you should be excited about for Age of Calamity is the fact that we have a mystery villain. That's so much fun. Now, speculation as to who this mystery villain is right now is all over the place. I had a theory about it. I'll link the video here. At this point, I don't think I'm right. I could be, but probably not. We'll see. But people online are throwing out every single Zelda villain's name that this could possibly be, but really, none of us know. It's completely up in the air at this point. And another thing that's really exciting about it is this mystery villain still could possibly be somebody we have no idea about. This could be a completely new character. And you know, the more I keep seeing and the more I keep getting about what's gonna be happening in this game, I'm kind of starting to lean that way. This may be a completely new person, but this could also be someone that we just don't recognize right now. Someone we know, but you know, their character has been redesigned to fit into the Breath of the Wild universe. Look at Impa. Like, look at her character designs across games. Completely different. So it's not a stretch to say that maybe this is somebody that we know, we just don't recognize them yet because their character model has been completely changed. But that's something we're just gonna have to wait and see on. But again, it's pretty exciting. So another thing that I think is pretty exciting about Age of Calamity is not only, as I said, this is a canon story, but we're getting everything that comes with that. And what I mean by that is the weapons, the armor, all that stuff from Breath of the Wild looks like it's going to be in this game as well. Now, as far as the armor sets and stuff like that go, we really haven't seen any of those yet. The only one we've seen is Link's Knight's armor, but you can take it on and off. You can take the helmet on and off, you can take the rest of it on and off, and I mean, depending on who you are, maybe that's how you want to play. My point is that we are going to be getting the other armor sets from Breath of the Wild in this game, and you can take each individual piece on and off and mix and match as you want, just like you could in Breath of the Wild, but I don't think in this one that it's going to have any effect on the gameplay. It looks like this is going to be something that's cosmetic only, which kind of worries me about DLC, but I mean, I don't know. I'd probably pay for more outfits anyway, so who am I to complain? But back to what I was saying. So the armor sets aren't going to be really affecting the gameplay. That's gonna be more in the dishes that you prepare with the ingredients that you get, which are all the same things from Breath of the Wild. All the cooking is back. Now, it is a little bit different in this game, but the fact that you're still doing the same general things that you were doing in Breath of the Wild in this game, I mean, it's awesome. And like I said, you can't forget about the weapons either. And guess what? They don't even break in this game. I mean, that probably should have been the whole list right there. This video should have been called The One Thing You Should Be Excited About for Age of Calamity, and its weapons don't break. End of video. But even just playing the demo, there's so many weapons that I've already seen, and you can upgrade these weapons, but it looks like the weapons and the cooking are really what's gonna have an effect on the gameplay. So, you know, depending on what dishes you cook, and depending on the weapons that you stack together, which I think that's kind of the reason I didn't like the original Hyrule Warriors all that much. I didn't really understand that whole fusing weapons thing. But I will say for this one, I'm definitely gonna learn the system and figure out what works best together and different combinations of things to have stronger weapons, because I'm invested in this story. I am so excited to just see what this story has to offer. But another thing to be very excited about with Age of Calamity is the fact that we are also going to be using the same world map from Breath of the Wild. If you watch my video on the demo on Age of Calamity, you know that this is something that I was very, very excited about and something I really, really liked from the demo. I love the way that they're using this map. The fact that you're on the central tower and look into the map just like you would in Breath of the Wild, and that's how you kind of decide where you're gonna go and where you're gonna travel to. It just gives you that Breath of the Wild feel. And as I said in that last video, I think what they're doing with this is spot on. I don't really think they could have done it better. Now, as for the actual map itself and what's on it, there's so many Breath of the Wild features on this map. Obviously a little bit different, but they're all there. All the cooking stuff we talked about, it's on the map. The map is like the main hub of the entire game. So you're gonna be doing all your cooking from there. You're gonna be doing all your upgrading from there. And while all that is a little bit different than Breath of the Wild, as I said in the last video again, if you've played Breath of the Wild and you're comfortable with what's going on in that game, you're gonna jump into this and you're gonna be totally fine. If you've played the demo, you know what I mean. The way everything's set up and the way that they've integrated everything into the map, it's just seamless and just seems to fit exactly the mold of what Breath of the Wild started. And another thing that's really cool about being on this map is we get to see what this world looked like 100 years before everything was completely destroyed. Now, I know a lot of you out there want to see that. I really, really want to see that. Honestly, it's something I've wanted to see since, you know, playing Breath of the Wild for the first time. Everything in that game is ruins, but, you know, at the same time, some of the ruins you can, like, that looks familiar from Ocarina of Time, or this area looks like something from Skyward Sword. We're gonna get to see them built back up, and some of them we actually did see in the demo, but that's super exciting. And not only those places that we've noticed from other games, but just some of the stuff in the game, like some of the major areas that we know big things happen there. We get to see those big things happen. I mean, I'm getting myself really excited right now. I can't wait for this game. How many more days do we have? Okay, my last point here is a two-part point, I guess, sort of. But my last point is we finally get to play as Zelda in a canon Zelda story. And not only Zelda, we get to play as the champions. And not only the champions, we get to play as the divine beasts. I mean, I guess technically we're still playing as a champion piloting the divine, that doesn't matter. We get to play as the divine beasts. So as we know, we've already got to use Zelda. She's got moves with the Sheikah Slate, which are very cool. Again, she's the one I've used probably the least. I need to get better with her. But from what I've seen of the champions playing, they look amazing. All four of them look like they have really, really awesome movesets. They look like they're all very, very different from each other. I do know that Rivali has two sets of moves. One of them is in the air when he's flying, and one of them when he's on the ground. And I'm pretty sure none of the other champions have two full movesets. So that's really awesome that they've really made all of these characters so different that it's gonna mix the gameplay up so much. And not only mix the gameplay up that way, but you're also gonna be able to be in the Divine Beast. So that's gonna mix it up even further. So like I said, the problem I had with the first Hyrule Warriors was I kind of just got bored with it. It was the same thing, you know, over and over and over. With this, it really doesn't seem like it's gonna be that way. And obviously, I'm much more into the story, so that's definitely gonna keep my interest. But the fact that I'm not gonna be doing the same exact things over and over and over. I mean, for the most part, yes, it's Warriors gameplay, which I'm fine with, but them breaking it up like that is definitely gonna make this seem like a more fuller experience, if that makes any sense. But guys, those are my 5 things that I think you should be excited about for Age of Calamity. If there's something I'm missing, leave it in the comments below. And as I said, make sure you go down in the description and click that link to our Discord. But guys, with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you in the next one.